Hello guys, how you all doing? Hope you had a good weekend. Just thought I'd do hopefully a quickish video on a video I didn't think I'd actually be doing anytime soon, to be fair. And you probably see on some of my previous videos, I wanted to do something with the Point Break film. I grew up absolutely, you know, I grew up kind of, that was my kind of era, and it's one of my favourite, still is one of my favourite films of all time. Just brilliant actors, the whole concept, you know, I just love it. I think it's brilliant, and obviously the ideal kind of, you know, if I wanted to do something with the film, for me, it's got to be the ex-presidents. The masks are just so cool, and I did manage to get all of them by a company that mass-produced them, and they were a little bit, the paint jobs were a bit weak, so I obviously repainted them, but the reagon mask was a little bit on the weak side, and it's not due to the fact it's anything to do with the sculpt, because I've actually seen the original sculpt, but I think it's more down to the fact that it was mass-produced and they used like a cheaper latex. They want to keep their, you know, their numbers down, so and I wanted to get all of the horror sanctums, but unfortunately, like I said in my previous video, that Sam at Horror Sanctum had sadly passed away, so it was going to be very difficult, obviously. But I managed to get one, and managed to get the one that I wanted to replace, because the reagon one I thought was a bit weak, and it's, you know, probably the most important one. So, and not only that, it's kind of like, it's nice to have something of Sam's in my collection. I spoke to him a couple of times on a few projects I was working on, he helped me with, and massive fan of his work, so it's kind of like really nice to finally get one of his pieces. So I think they're obviously going to be hard to get now as well. So this is it anyway. This is, in my opinion, like I said, these were mass produced, but Sam was like offering these as commissions, and these are probably the most realistic masks you can get of the ex-presidents. And yeah, managed to get one. I didn't think I would. See one come out, had to get it, did a deal, and here it is. And let me just get in a little bit closer. I might get the other mask out actually, just so you can see the difference. And like I say, it's not due to the sculpts on the previous mask. I think it's more due to the materials they use. And this latex is a lot thicker, so that it just, especially around the chin area, it just looks a lot better, and the hair as well. It just seems more sort of structured. But it is quite a lot thicker, this latex. Let's just turn him around to get a side profile. Paint job's pretty good. I mean, I probably won't repaint it. It's quite flat, but it's a mask. This is better than, obviously, when I got the other masks. They were quite orange. This is a better paint job in that respect. You've got kind of like a very, very faint kind of pink hue in the cheeks, and kind of like on the underside of the neck. What I probably will have to do is on some of the black hair, the skin tone's just coming through, so I probably will repaint that. But and maybe the teeth, I might touch the teeth up. I'm not sure yet. But just really cool. Like I say, I'm a huge fan of the film, and there's not really a lot out there that you can kind of buy in relation to Point Break. There was an awesome print you can get. It's kind of like a Mondo print. One of the guys I've subbed to, Grainy Jar, I can't remember his name now, but he's got the print, and it's really nice. But yeah, like I say, not really a lot out there, kind of Point Break wise. but it had to be the masks for me. But I haven't really got the space to display them at the moment. I'm gonna have to think of something. I'm actually thinking of. I was thinking of doing a bust with this. I might still do it with just part of the suit, shirt, and bow tie. Something I'm thinking about. Maybe adding some glass eyes in it. I don't know yet. I'm really not sure. Just doing some sort of like small display with the reagon for now, possibly. But like I say, I'm just chuffed to get this mask. It was going to be very, very difficult, obviously, under the circumstances, and you know, it's kind of like an honour to get a piece of Sam's work. Such a cool collectible as well. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a little video just to show him off. Really cool. And what I'll obviously do is, if I do go down the route of doing some sort of bust or some sort of display, I was thinking maybe, like I say, either like a very small bust or just mounting it kind of like this, but a little bit, obviously a little bit better. And you know, have some sex wax and you know, some money or something like that. Just, you know, probably buy the steelbook or something as well, just to go with it. I think it'll make a nice little display. Really, really good. I'd love to get the others, the other horror sanctums, but the other ex-presidents by Sam, but they just don't come up, unfortunately. But we'll see, we'll see. Like I say, this was the weaker of the ones I got, and I'm happy with the others. They're decent, and they show the sculpt off well. So I think he'll settle in nicely anyway with what I've got. Anyway, guys, yeah, like I say, just thought I'd show you this one, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take it easy.